respectfully. If you say to me, you should respect people, I always respect people. I would disrespect you if I lied to you. I'm not going to call a man a woman. I'm not going to call a woman a man. I'm not going to say sorry for telling the
your
truth.
beliefs.
It's not my belief. A woman cannot be a man. A man cannot be a woman. It's not a belief.
But I'm saying in your perception of the world is different from someone else's perspective, because just as emphatic as you are, that you believe what you just said, there's someone that believes emphatically the opposite.
Okay, so what you're talking about is the idea that everything can be subjective and there's no such thing as truth. And let me tell you why that. But that's why it's either a yes or a no.
No, because we're either talking about feelings or facts.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I believe there is objective truth. Okay.
Okay.
A person that is born a man, okay, a person that is born with a penis, as we call it, okay, cannot ever grow up and give birth. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so there is such thing as an objective truth. I will not apologize for sharing objective truth. I'm not going to apologize for not saying because his feelings are hurt and do you see how I feel? Because
so you have no problem going throughout the world hurting people's feelings.
I have no problem going out the world. That's one way to pitch it. Telling people the truth so they can better their lives. So they can live in reality and not the one, not the fantasy land that they're creating for their lives. But what if someone
believes that is a better life for them?
Okay, well, let's play it your way then. Let's do it the other way. There are
his way, the devil's advocate way,
who are now referring to themselves as minor attracted people.
Oh, I knew you was going. Can't go there.
Oh, the humanity.
You say you can't go there. Come on, man.
Basically.
Pussycat.
Hey, but that's what they believe. They believe that they are in love and want to have sex with children. They believe that, Nick. They believe it. And are you going to apologize when you call them pedophiles? Are you going to apologize, Nick? Are you going to have them on your podcast? Don't you understand how they feel on the inside when you say that they can't have sex with 8-year-olds?
It's like, I better be careful what I say here.
Ain't no fucking way, bro.
You got me there. You got me there.
That is a hell of a point.
It is. The slippery slope is not a fallacy. It is reality. We are living the slippery slope. So somebody's going to have to produce the wall. So there's going to be a lot of voices that need to be objective and tell people the truth. I'm very happy to be those voices. If you're looking for me to, make you feel good, I can't be your mommy. I can't. That's why I tell people, I can't be your mommy.
But see, that's what I was like. It's too
I'm not your mommy. You're not a toddler. You're an adult.
But see,
this is what truth is. And if you can't deal with truth, then you're going to have a very tough life, way tougher than having to listen to Candace Owens say, you are a man on the internet.
Well, she has a point. Yes, indeed.
Okay, well, I guess basically this whole thing kind of spewed just because, we live in a society that we have to cater to people's feelings regardless, no matter how ludicrous it may be. And it's up to us not to step on their toes and make sure what they believe in their mind is so-called right. And we just have to accept it and just let it be. And for one thing, yes, we want to give people mutual respect and how they feel about their certain feelings. But there's some things in this life that, we gotta stay on course to what's true and what's not true. And given the fact that we as people are like tiptoeing around the touchy subjects, not want to offend people just because we don't want to hurt their feelings, that puts a bad precedent on how we move in life and how we're going to teach other people below us how things are supposed to work. And given that this climate, everything has to be PC and everything like that, it kind of stems people from actually telling people the actual truth. And people just tell them what they want to hear. And these people can make life altering decisions that can affect them in the future or hurt them. And then they're going to be looking like, well, they have this, if it don't work out, they're going to have this some type of resentment, like why nobody was there to protect me or guide me in this decision that I did. People just let me do whatever I want until it was too late. And now I can't go back to it. This life altering decision that I made or whatever circumstance it may be. And I just think that we as people have to put. I don't want to say. I want to say lay the law down, but it's like we're gonna have to instruct and just make sure that people who are think are like going the straight path, and it's not something that's not, I guess, the societal norm. We gotta, like, make sure that, hey, yes, I understand you may feel this way, but changing your sex or your genitalia is not, it's not the optimal path for you. Yes, you could be whatever, gay, bisexual, whatever, but doing when you go that trans route, you go to you making you jump in that line into going to certain territory that you may not be able to come back from if you go too far with it. So I just think as people that we just gotta make sure whatever decision that people do, make sure they do it when they're in adulthood, and make sure they know every step. Make sure they know every step and rules in order in place that when they make the decision, yeah, I was an adult. I had people that was there that tell me, and when I make the decision, it's all on me, and I can't blame nobody else for the decisions that I make from this point forward. So that's all I gotta say about that.
Um, hey, kind of put it all in perspective. Um, I like how Nick, like I said, was playing devil's advocate. Like he's basically like trying to say what the people would say to her, essentially the questions that they would have for her. It's a great video. Y'all should go check out the whole thing because Candace really breaks down a lot of things. Um, since you already took care of that other point, I guess I'm gonna hit this point of the I guess you could say the discomfort that people receive from Candace or send to Candace because of the way she speaks. And I want to say this is that everything Candace is saying, men who are in line with the Most High, they've been talking like her. She's just inherited the will, but they've been saying the same thing. It's just now you got a woman driving it instead of just a man. Because if it was just a man talking, people would probably overlook it or just call him names and stuff like that. So it's different now because now there's a woman representing it. So it brings a different air to the conversation. But I think that's good that what Nick is saying on that is just like the point that I want to argue is that's the hill that she's willing to die on. She's willing to stand up for what she thinks is right. If you don't want to support it, that's fine. But she's not going to apologize because you don't agree with what she says. And I feel like a lot of us here need to have that same energy, you know, because it feels like everybody's getting shunned out for having an opinion when literally the First Amendment is freedom of speech, not freedom of consequences, freedom of speech. And it's just crazy to me that how they try to shut people out for saying certain things when it's like, hey, if you saying something, have you researched it? What does it mean to you? What does it stand for? People have the right to be able to express that and not get backlash for it. So I'm glad that Nick gave her, like, brought her on to the podcast, I guess you want to call it, and gave her the right to say what she needed to say because she said a lot in this, but we just wanted to talk about this clip specifically, that they do have a disorder that yes, you can be attracted to minors and not be considered, the other word. And it's just like that's the type of stuff that's insane to me. Because decades ago, it was considered a sinful to even think like that. But now in today's age with the research and stuff, now we can come up and give it a fancy disorder name and claim it as okay behavior. So what about all the people that y'all imprisoned, killed, locked up? What happened to them?
Are you gonna put them guys out?
Now they already left. Some of them already, got executed and all that.
I mean, the ones that are in jail right now, are you gonna be? Oh, they're minorly attracted, so we can put them back to society.
We can put them back to society because we were wrongfully locking them up, not understanding their condition.
Yeah, and that's gonna be hell on earth to the American public if you did something like that.
Yep. But hey, like I said, it's just one of those things where it's like people just gotta accept that no matter what you believe in, there's always gonna be opposition. but you can't be mad at the opposition for expressing what they express, you know? So I think the best way to deal with this is, like I said, to put certain laws in place and keep certain communities in, that they're gonna be like, so you're okay with segregation? To some degree, I mean, depends on what we're talking about. When we're talking about segregation, depends on how we're dividing stuff up. Because I feel like their community should have their own community, and our community should have their own community. And then that way, we're not blending in, blurring in lines, and having to conflict with each other based on beliefs. But that's just an idea on my part. But that's all I had to say.
So, if you guys have any thoughts or opinions about what these two individuals said on the podcast, or our opinions that we expressed over on here, please let us know in the comment section down below. And also help us reach 2K subscribers before the year's over is greatly appreciated. That's one of our goals we want to achieve. And also, if you want to help us get our merch, just support us, an additional way to support us as well, there'll be a link in the description box as well. So once again, we appreciate you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. If you guys have any recommendations or feedback, you hit us up on our social media or email down below. And we see you guys in the next video.
Peace.